Traders, ES broke the monthly low and is now attacking the January 15 gap, partially filling it before bouncing. Meanwhile, Globex is making another slow push higher, but uncertainty remains, especially with Nvidia earnings after the close. Will markets recover today, or are we setting up for more downside? Let's dive in. Before we get into the charts here's what's moving the market today. Nvidia earnings after close, so expect a little volatility in tech and ES. New sales home report, it could impact some sentiment. And of course, the petroleum report. So watch the energy markets as well. Let's start by analyzing the 10-day volume profile as always. ES is now trading below value again, and we are seeing an overlapping, very thin outside volume profile. The value area is expanding now at 6,166 high and 6,029 low, but the POC remains sturdy at 6,135, but price is well below it. So we are anticipating a value shift lower if sellers continue to hold. On the weekly structure chart, we see that we've made new monthly lows. The monthly one-time framing up is broken at 5,935.50, setting this new low at 5,924. The weekly volume profile is trapped inside last week's 100% volume range extension, and the daily one-time framing down remains intact with a bull target. The value area is also expanding between 6,045 and 5,969.75. For bulls to take control, we must look at the 6,016, which is also the edge of this low volume node right here. The 2-hour delta chart shows us that sellers exhausted below 5,940, which aligns with the top of the January 15 gap we broke partially yesterday. So buyers stepped in but rejected the 5,995 level again, leading to a lower close. So New York session failed to push back higher, but sellers also failed to push back much lower. Let us zoom in to the TPO chart, which shows us another long balanced profile, almost a copy of yesterday's profile, but today we have a buying tail below the 30s right here, suggesting some buyers might be stepping in. If buyers defend this level again, we could see a pushback into previous values. Again, we go into the 1-hour level chart, where we immediately see that price actually bounced off at this January open 5949.25 and is now attempting another slow push higher in Globex. Strike prices are relatively wide today, with a high of 6,245 and a low of 5,785, signaling uncertainty, likely Nvidia earnings. The midpoint at 60.15 is a great target for our first longs. So as for a game plan, my line in the sand today will be 5,990. The midpoint of this low volume node where we are now. Above this line in the sand, longs activate at the ledge of this low volume node 5998, targeting this 6,015 level. The weekly close at 60.29 and the weekly open at 60.40. If we move back below this line in the sand, shorts could activate at the downside ledge of the volume profile 5982, targeting these lows at 5973, the January open at 5949, and of course the gap at 5920. So guys, today is all about whether the bounce continues or sellers push even lower. Expect Nvidia earnings to shake things up after close. As always, click the bell icon to stay updated on these daily summaries, or leave me a comment to battle my loneliness. If you're not staying on top of the market will stay on top of you.